Good morning, sweetnesses. It is Mrs. Hawley. What are we doing today? I hope you're all doing well. We are today going to look at types of maps. We are going to be able to define and describe what they are, and we're going to be able to tell the difference between them. All right? So here's what I'd like you to do before you open anything else up. Think about any different types of maps that you know. Can you think of any? Think about that for a sec. How many kinds of maps do you already know? All right. Let's look. Let's look and see. Oh, look at maps. Lots of maps. Oh my goodness. Now that was fun. All right, we're going to look at 6 different kinds of maps. We're going to start with physical maps. So you should have your workbook out and open to page 4. Everybody go to 4. Okay. Remember, you're going to have your screen split. We don't want to split your spleen. That would hurt. We want to have a split screen. You want to have half of the screen on this presentation. And then remember, you're going to have your workbook on the other half so you can fill out the notes. Hope you've been doing that. All right, let's look at physical maps. What are physical maps? Ooh, there's a physical map. All right, so physical maps show natural features like mountains and lakes. Shows more than that, but that's just an example. All right, this is a physical map right here. You've got the Rocky Mountains all the way here. I believe these are the Sierra Nevada Mountains. Here are the Appalachian Mountains. All right, those are shown on a physical map. Here are the Great Lakes. Okay, the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean. I got married down there somewhere, Jamaica right there. Yup. And the oceans, those are all physical features. So those are what you will see on a physical map. Oh, my light went out. All right, my next one, political maps. Ooh, political maps show places that people made. So it might show a specific border of a country. It could show the borders of the states, like this map here shows you all the individual states. Okay, those are man-made. It might show you cities. My map here, I can't see because I'm old. I don't think this shows any cities, but it shows the borders of our country, and it shows the individual borders of each state. So those are features of political maps. Okay, political maps. All right, our next one, climate maps. Climate maps are pretty easy. I mean, they show information about the climate in a place. And this is a pretty typical climate map of the United States. And it's divided into zones and what the temperature is in each zone. So let's see, California is like here. This climate. What does that say? Can't read it. Too old. Your young eyes can read it and see what that is. But it breaks the country up into its climate zones. All right, my least favorite type of map, topographic maps. I'll explain why I don't like those in a minute. They show different physical landscape features by using these contour lines to show changes in elevation or the landscape. So the closer the lines are together, the higher the elevation. So here you see all these lines. That's probably a hill, a large hill. In this area, look, this is probably higher than other areas around it because look at all those circles. Yeah. Why do I hate topographic maps? Well, I could never read them in high school. in science class. I got in trouble because I couldn't read him. Failed the topography. I did fail the map reading. I couldn't fold the map to give it back to the teacher either, so he was not happy with me. Not happy, Bob. All right, topographic maps. What's our next one? Thematic maps. I like thematic maps. I think they're my favorite, besides physical maps. All right, thematic maps are maps that focus on a specific theme or some kind of topic connected with a geographic area. So maybe it's something to do with population in an area. That's a theme. The average age of people living in an area. That would be a theme. You might see a map with all of the state fairs, the location of the state fairs. Not this year because we're not having them, but usually you might see that on a map and what dates they go through. That would be a thematic map. Okay, so it shows a specific theme. All right, what's our last map? You were asking me. I knew you were asking me. Well, friends, our last kind of map is a resource map. A resource map. There's a resource map. It shows all kinds of different economic activity of an area. It can show natural resources of an area using symbols or colors. Here is a resource map. It's easy to identify because look what it says, United States resources. Look for the obvious things. And then on the map, it shows you where there's a lot of fish and coal and oil, where there's forest, gold, and copper. These are resources that people use to sell. So we can look on the map and look at New York and we have trees. And look at all these little fishies on the coast. They make a living fishing, which makes sense because they're on the ocean. Ooh, Alaska has gold and oil and fish. Yeah. So all of these symbols show different resources on our map. Look at all the oil. We have lots of oil in the United States, oil reserves. Yep. All right. That's it, my friends. Those are the types of maps that you need to identify to be a good historian, because I know you all want to be. So this was fun. Love maps. Not really, but it's interesting, sort of. All right. I guess we're done for today, so I will talk to you soon. Bye.